Hey, my Taurus babies, what's happening? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope everybody is having a good week. And happy birthday to May Tauruses. What's happening? Happy birthday! This is going to be your Taurus weekend update. Rolling Friday through Tuesday, tomorrow, May 8th through Tuesday, May 12th. Thank you to everybody that's liked, shared, and subscribed. I appreciate you and love you so much. If you have not done so, please do hit the bell, do all that little stuff down there. I appreciate it. I try to keep things entertaining. But anyway, for the weekend update, a lot of nostalgia in the air. I'm gonna say that. And some of you may be having some exes coming back. At least for a look-see. Let's see what we got going on here. I'm just curious. Yeah, sacrifice. So, as I'm sitting here shuffling the cards, I've been sitting, well, I actually did another reading, so I've been sitting here for a little while, but when I started shuffling for us, a lot of things for a lot of people going on. A reminder, I do my cards straight up, I don't do reversals. A lot of you got job changes, financial and material changes right here. I'll get to that in a minute. A lot of you are trying to move on from certain behaviors, people with toxic energy. A lot of you are trying to create a level of harmony in new relationships. And some of you are not communicating maybe as well as you should be in terms of what's going on with your relationship. I'm looking at that domestic harmony. And that blue, I don't know, it's a nice blue night, so that's throat chakra, candles, blue, which one me tell you. But some of you may not be giving away enough emotion, not money necessarily, but kind of just the whole running across the gamut, with the exception of money, not giving enough. And rightfully so, I would venture a guess to say this has got something to do with you guys still being guarded. Yeah, of course, the death card's down here. But the Two of Swords is what's right directly on the bottom, which is kind of telling me that you need to start attacking whatever situation from a different angle, especially when it comes to communicating. You may think you're doing a lot of communicating, but you're not. Doing a lot of communicating in your head, but not necessarily a lot of communicating out. Let's go back to the beginning. Overall energy, time out. Happy family. Some of y'all are right there. You ready to put everybody out. Get the hell out. I'm sick of all of y'all eating up all my food, running around my remote, and this is where you are. And so some of you may need to, this has been coming up a lot for Taurus in various readings. You may need to take a time out. You may want a time out. It's too much. Homeschooling. Home. Ain't nobody going nowhere. Everybody at home. Do the best you can, Taurus. I know it could be a bit much. As much as we love our family, sometimes it just be a bit much. At the end of your overall energy, the bottom end of it, got the Ten of Coins sit on the Pride card. And it feels like some of y'all are just doing some shit because you feel like you the bull. And we in bull season and the bull gang and all of that. And y'all are just getting a bit too much. Don't forget to be humble. I'm just saying. It's not bad. I think when we get around birthday time, you should shine. But sometimes, and especially with things as they are now, you may want to consider moderating what you're doing. And as I'm saying that, I'm looking at the sacrifice card. some of you, I've heard it, and I've said, hell, I can't party this year because coronavirus. And sometimes when you're making big changes, big life changes, especially when you're being forced to change basically because of whatever's going on, there's sacrifices that we have to make. And it's easy to get prideful and, you know, talk about all the shit you got and what you did and this and that and the other and da-da-da. But you have to think, does it apply? Does it apply now? So I feel you. A lot of y'all have gotten promotions because of this pandemic shit. You've gotten another job somewhere, you know, stuff you probably wouldn't even have access to, but because other people quit, companies downsizing, closing, all of this, a lot of you are in this energy. Again, don't let your pride get too big. I'm just saying. But it's a good thing. Many of you have come into extra money from different sources. You found out that the gig economy goes a little further than Uber and Lyft. And so you may be dabbling in some other things since you've had the time to dabble, and it may be paying off for you. That's a good thing. Just don't let it get to your head. And remember the sacrifices you're making. I'm sure that's going to come up again. I'm going to just let it sit there. For tomorrow's energy, and actually we're just for the weekend, shit, the hell with tomorrow. Some of you are in relationships that are relatively new. Others of you are in situations that are requiring you to get some financial acumen and education. And in order to do it right, you're going to have to bear down. I know you're going to have to get your thinking. You're going to have to organize your thinking. That's what this chick is talking about today. Not just putting your name in the upper right-hand corner and the date in the upper left-hand corner. She's talking about getting your thoughts. It's air into that intellectual shit. Really about getting your thoughts together as far as your finances are concerned and organizing your thoughts about your money. What you know and what you don't know. Things are changing very rapidly, so if you're not at least thinking about it, you should be. But moving on with the Nine of Coins, what I was saying earlier, some of y'all walking away from behaviors, walking away from toxic people. You're busy trying to achieve that higher standard for yourself, and as you're going through whatever changes you're going through, some folks just gonna get left behind. That's just how it is. I know that sucks, but you know, when you're dealing with people that don't have anything to uplift you, they're not helping you or supporting you, you know, and you're not helping or supporting, it's just, you know, dead weight, dead energy, you have to move on. And for a lot of you, you're in situations where you didn't necessarily initiate to move on. Circumstances initiated to move on. For those of you who think you're losing someone, you know, a friend, you know, I really liked her, we gotta move now. There's always a door opening somewhere else. Don't feel like, you know, you letting go of people or you moving on from people, and you're not gonna find those kind of people again. Just trust that the universe is leading you in the right direction, and there are other people that will fill that gap, and you'll be surprised. Like, ooh, I didn't know there's people out here like this. Yeah, all of that to maintain that higher standard. Sometimes you have to walk away or move on from some shit so you can keep evolving and growing. We get to Sunday's energy, the obstacles and challenges with the Four of Cups. It's the boredom card. That damn Four of Cups is a boredom card. Like, hey, yeah, the grass is greener on the other side. Don't create obstacles and challenges for yourself because you are too lazy to work on what you currently have. I'm going to say that again. Don't create obstacles and challenges for yourself because you are too lazy to work on what you currently have. Now, I don't know who needs to hear this, but this is really the thing for the weekend. Just don't do it. If you've got stuff, if you have something that can be reworked, however that's resonating with you, a damn chair, a dress, a relationship, whatever. Don't be so damn lazy and complacent that you don't make the changes by creating obstacles and challenges because you want to do something. No, work on what you have. Here it is. Sacrifice. Sometimes, you can't get the new thing. And sometimes, you want to walk away. I'm going to just put it where it is. Sometimes people just want to walk away from a relationship and just get a new one and get a damn do-over. No. Whoever this is resonating with, however it's resonating with you, don't get lazy and complacent, because you don't want to deal with what you have if you get ready to create more issues trying to get on something else. Just don't do it. However that's resonating with you. I don't know why I'm coming back up here, but again, with the obstacles and challenges, just don't create extra because you don't want to deal with what you have. When we get to Monday's energy with domestic harmony and giving away too much, and some of you are not giving away enough. However that's going to resonate, because both things are there. Some of y'all are not giving away enough, and some of you are giving away too much. Some of you are not sharing with your partner enough, and in order to have any kind of domestic harmony, you need to share. You need to share how you feel. You need to share what you're going through. If you don't, your partner may start feeling like you stonewalling them, like you don't want to share. Then that creates more obstacles and shit because you are complacent. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to beat the card up, but y'all hear me. Some of you giving away too much, though. Some of you in newer situations, you're telling too much, you doing too much, you giving up too much. You buying something and you don't need to be buying something. However this is resonating with you, you got to bring this shit in balance. I saw the balance card when I was shuffling the cards. You need to bring it into balance so that you have a good balance of what you do, the give and take in any situation. So if you feel like you're not giving enough, and you know when you're not giving enough, especially if your partner is kind of indicating that they're not getting enough communication from you. Check that out. Bring things into balance. And it doesn't hurt to ask your partner, what do you think I should be saying? Or what do you think I should be doing? Or what am I missing? However that's resonating with you. Whatever question you need to ask of your partner. If you feel like you're not talking enough, you're not sharing enough, work on that. At the end of all of this, when you change your perspective, and this, what this is going to resonate about. There's too many things floating around with this. But you need to change your perspective to maintain any type of upper hand or authority in whatever situation. This could be work, this could be love, this could be in family. Whatever you're trying to maintain an upper hand with, changing of the perspective. However that's resonating with you. That's major energy. That along with, that's the only major on the card. Okay, on the board. Okay, so with that said, that one thing of changing your perspective may help a lot of other things. So however that's resonating with you, love or romance, look at what you're doing. That's the bigger energy here. And that time out up there in your overall energy, take that time out. And I know we've been talking about that a lot. The Hermit card showed up last week and some other shit. And it's been about, you need to take a moment. Now it's just about taking a fucking time out. Time out. You're probably overwhelmed. It is birthday time. People are, going through shit themselves. And, you're dealing with a lot. So take a time out. Get some perspective. Get some big ass perspective on shit. Take a look at what's going on. Not necessarily the Hermit card where you need to go contemplate life and the meaning of life, but just taking a step back and looking before you make your next move. Even if it's just 5 minutes, do it. Just do it. And move away from whoever it is that you need to move away from. It feels like a lot of you, it's just going to be by circumstance. Some situations are just going to come to a close on their own. But no, it's all to the good. It's going to help you achieve what you're trying to achieve. Let's see what the granite cards got. Okay, yeah, we just got finished talking about it. Be clear when speaking. So, right here. Maybe in some situations you are not being as clear maybe as you think you are. But that domestic harmony. Be clear when speaking. Oh, damn. It's the reading and review. Shit. Moving on. Release the negative. What the hell? And if it's happening out of your control and it's a negative situation, be grateful. Just be grateful. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Finances is where I'm getting at. And when you organize your thinking about money, and when you realize what you know and what you don't know, that's the stay in your lane shit, then you can get the kind of help you need and be uber organized. I'm just saying, stay in your lane. If you don't know something, then this may come up when you're dealing with financial people. You know, don't act like you know when you don't know, because that may hurt you in the long run, and that's defeating the damn purpose. I'm just saying. Let's see what else we got. Be generous. This has been coming up a lot. You gotta give to receive. Yeah, you gotta give to receive. You gotta give. Be generous where you need to be generous. There may be, for some of you, people in your family, you may just need to be generous with your time. Some of you may be dealing with kiddos, and they may need some of your above and beyond what ordinarily goes on. And especially with your partner. If you're partnered up, be generous with your time and your listening skills. Some of you may have people around you that want to talk to you because they're trying to get some shit sorted out too. Do not let that eclipse the time out. I'm just saying. But where you can help and where you can be generous, do be. Do be a doobie. Sound check. Did we just talk about listening? Yeah, listening. There may be someone around you that needs your advice. On the other side of this, you may need to time out. You may need to just be listening to what's around you. A lot of times we just go through our day, and unless it's something jarring, you know, we filter sound in and filter sound out. Listen a little closer. You might hear something. Whoever that's for. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, at the end of some shit, especially those of you in the moving on situation, pray. Shit get a little sticky icky. You're trying to move on from situations. And this is a female. This has got feminine energy floating around it for some reason. So some of you may be falling out with sisters or aunts, or mamas, or grandmamas, I don't know, about what you're trying to do to elevate yourself. And you may be feeling some type of way about that. You know what, damn it, pray. Whoever you praying to, whatever you praying to, just go ahead and pray. It will not kill you to ask for help from your angels. I'm just saying. I'm going to do... Might as well throw these in for good measure. Just get a 360 view of everything. Rebel cards. And then watch what you say. That mouth of yours could start some shit. I'm looking back at the moving on card. Watch what you say. So there's communication, but this is higher level education. Here I go. Higher level communication. So you need to be mindful of what you're saying, especially in relationships. You still need to open up. It feels like some of you kind of closed off, and others of you need to clam up a bit. Newer relationships, you don't need to tell so much right away. But that, watch what you say. That with this domestic harmony and the Princess of Coins over here, about elevating your communication. So it's not just, you know, saying how you feel, but articulating it in such a way that the person that you're talking to hears what you're saying. That sound check. That sound check. I don't know who this is for. They broke your heart. Fuck them. So, of course, I'm going to go right on back up here to the moving on card. Some of you walking away from toxic situations. If they broke your heart, fuck them. There you go. Have a nice day. Anything else? Anything else for Taurus universe? Anything else? Believe what you see. Face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely. Believe what you see. Face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely. There you go. I'm going to leave it there, Taurus babies. I hope everybody has a good and safe weekend. Safe distancing, sanitizing your hands, all that good stuff. Anybody having a birthday this weekend, know that I love you. Celebrate wisely. I know it's boring, but next year, just plan big blowout for next year. I love y'all. Have a good weekend. Bye, y'all.